Welcome to the 10 Acre Woods. My name's Mark, and I'm currently standing at the scene of a murder, or what was a murder this past week. We had a TV crew that came in and filmed a TV show here in our home, and this is basically the site where everything went down. So I'm the rental director at our local community club. They had contacted me to rent the club for I guess it was a gym scene as well as a courthouse scene. So then they asked, well, do you know of a house in the area that would be willing to have us shoot? And I said, well, you can come shoot at our place. So this past Thursday, we had a whole bunch of crew members show up, and the cast of this show. I can't say what show it is until it actually airs. The pilot is set to air in November. So once it does air, then I will make a post. I think it was episode 19, they told us, but things can change around depending on the filming. So it'll be exciting to actually see a TV show that's, you know, familiar and filmed in your house. Now, we did make a post on social media, and we did mention that one of our animals was a star in the show. And that one animal is this boy here. This is Coda. So we have 6 black cats. They're all rescues. And Coda is extremely chill. That's why he was a great fit for this show. I don't know what they were gonna do. They were probably gonna take a stuffed animal and something. Maybe they had some like faux fur, but they asked. I guess, Tara, did they ask you about a cat?
Well, the cat was in the scene, and so when they saw all the cats, they were like, they decided to go real. So
okay, so they asked.
Yeah, they had asked if
we had a cat.
Well, they wanted to use Nyx because she was in the one room that they were going in and out of. And I said, well, Nyx is a hit or a miss.
Yeah, well,
She'll
I
either be part of the scene or commit the murder herself, right?
Well, we do have cameras all over the house, and I did actually take a scene from there.
He's friendly. He's like this kind of cat. Like pick up, cuddle. Okay. When it comes time, you want him somewhere. You just put him somewhere. You're good.
Outside the door, even though we almost changed our mind.
So the audio wasn't great on that. You can kind of make out everything. The microphone on those security cameras aren't the best, but it works. So Coda was actually sitting in this same spot here. They actually did the scene here. I don't know the full extent of the story around it because you saw little bits being filmed, and it can be things that are past and present, and then they put them all together to make sense into the TV show. But basically, I think the cat was the boyfriend's or the husband or whatever it was, and then the girlfriend / wife partner was petting the cat, and he was freaked out that she was petting the cat wrong or something, and a shotgun gets pulled out. Yeah, it's pretty intense. So the crew and cast all mentioned that this was probably the best site to take a video or to film a video. Now, we had lunch, and then right after lunch, Tara goes to the animal gate and says, well, who wants to come in and see some of the animals? And, well, everybody just ran over to the gate, went in, and they were all really excited to see the animals. So it was a great experience for both us as well as cast and crew here on site. So that was pretty exciting. And then they went and filmed the other scenes at the community club the next day. So the audio is not the best on this clip, but it's manageable. Now, they did also use a haze machine in a lot of the filming, which is again why the video itself is going to be a little bit hazy as well. I think it has something to do with memory. You're thinking back on something, so they use the haze. I'm not sure exactly what the meaning is, but that's kind of what I guess. Anyway, here's the clip.
Here we go. Nice time with the cat. Roll camera. Roll camera. watching Dylan. Here he comes. What is this? Again with the cat. Come on. It's just the cat. Why do you gotta play so much? This is ridiculous.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's just a cat. It does nothing. It just all over the board.
Well, you can't be serious. If you're actually seriously jealous of a cat, what is that?
Sure you're not jealous of it.
Are you kidding me? What?
And one last thing before we head out to feed the animals. Tara has been waiting for this weekend for quite some time. She's sitting over there behind me in the corner on her computer going over messages. This weekend is what's called Free Weekend. And what Free Weekend is people that
Tara's happy day.
people that have stuff that they don't want, don't need, they put it on their curb in the city and they put free on it. So it's kind of like a free garage sale.
And Tara runs around gathering all this stuff up, and my best friend Jerry's like, what are you gonna do with that? And I'm like, I'll figure out something.
So she drives around, Tiana, her and her friend Jerry, drive around the city back and forth, street by street. And there's the phone that's ringing. It's probably looking for a booking. As we are open to the public, we do take hourly bookings. So one thing I wanted to mention that she did get, and we looked at this, and there's Coda again, but this is kind of a wool baggie, and we thought, okay, there's a rice bag in here. This would be a great item for if we had young animals, orphaned animals that were cold and needed to be warmed up. We could heat up the rice bag, and then this kind of zips up. And I didn't think that was the original purpose. I think what it actually is you warm it up, you put your feet in there, and then you zip it up. But this will make a great addition to any orphan animals that come in. We can keep nice and warm. So that's a great find, right, Coda? Okay, we're just walking out to the barn to feed the animals, and I didn't realize all that Tara brought in because I was clearing the rest of the trees over here. So we wanted to cut down a lot of the tall ones because we want to build a garage over in that area. And now I'm seeing it for the first time here. Some tiki torches of some kind. Those look handmade. She has a slide. She has
More chairs.
yeah, a hose reel.
Some pool toys and a kitty box.
Oh yeah, kitty litter box. We need those.
Bird feeders.
Some
That all goes to the garden.
some wood. This looks like from like a bunk bed.
Right, but it's wood.
Yeah, but it is
Hello.
wood for sure. A sweeper.
It's nice
Now
wood.
you had talked about sweeping up goat poop.
Yeah, like in here.
in this area
So
here.
I'll give it a try.
But you said there is a brush in it, right? Yeah. Okay, yeah, it's kind of it's not really a brush brush, it's just,
Sure why can't I put that
okay.
on there? Standing off the way.
Some kind of ladder, a bike, a little kid's bike
That's
here.
for JD.
For JD, which is our foster grandchild, I guess you could say, because we did a lot of fostering.
My monkey, see?
This guy here, which can be fixed up. We've got another one that we got, what was it, about 3 years ago when we last did right there. We just put wood on it.
Yeah, we just replaced the fabric with wood.
Yeah, and that works. So as long as you have the frame. And then kiddie pool. You've got a couple kiddie pools, right?
Yeah.
And there's another one of these wheels. That's not the wheel though, right?
No, it's at the back.
Yeah, there's another one at the back. Kind of the old-fashioned wheel that we like for decorative. They're not, you would never use that again. And I think we actually got this, where did we get the creamer from? This is a cream separator.
Moving away.
Yeah, so we've got a bunch of old equipment
Look.
that's just here. Yeah, Tara's little Bob. Does he have a name?
Sloth. Well, oh no, I think sloth.
Well, he's a sloth, but yeah, he's bobbing, or I guess
Right.
he's doing something, yeah.
Just enjoying the yard. So we're talking about getting the tractor.
Yes.
Get the
Yes, we're looking at getting a tractor. This has happened. We've been talking about this for years and years, and then we thought we'll just rent one. But I think we're gonna finally do it. We're gonna get a Kubota tractor. We're looking at. We can fill this area up with hay instead of using wagons. This is our kind of our winter, our horse feed area. And we've got some apples that were donated as well. These almost looks like pears. Okay, I was gonna say it's a little pear shape. So
We don't, the pears are okay. They more so just go to the chickens.
oh, Levi.
They give, everybody else kind of gets the runs from them, so.
Now something else that is film worthy is Carl has broken his horn further down. Buddy, you had such nice long horns. And then he broke again. So what they do is yeah, it's about the 4th time. Yes, I know, you gotta stop whacking trees. Oh,
Like, come on, bud.
banging your head against everything. Oh man. So Billy's only broken a portion of his. You can see the far one is a little bit shorter. But I guess as they get older, they get more brittle. They do grow back, but not in a sense that they'll ever get to this size again. They slowly grow. I'm not sure what the rate is, but maybe it's maybe a centimeter a year, half a centimeter a year. Not like they do when they're younger. So, poor boy, but he probably doesn't feel anything about it. He still whacks his head.
She's, Mom's grabbing the copper tone to treat the horn.
Okay, that's good. I was just going to mention that because we've done that in the past. Copper, yeah, it's K-O-P-P-E-R, I believe it is. And it is basically something to kill any bacteria in there. If there's any kind of wounds, horses, goats, this stuff goes on. It is purple, so it does kind of stain hands and fur. Now he's got no horns to hold on to. All right. Oh, ah.
Okay. I think I got most of it now.
Back.
Yeah, back.
Stop moving your head.
Of course it's
Okay, go, 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 go. Okay. All right. Oh boy. Yeah, it makes it much harder. Oh, don't go take it out on him.
Right? Daisy just lifts her foot.
Do you think that's cool? No, don't hit each other.
Right?
Yeah, he's gonna hit the tree. No! Carl!
That's an antiseptic. Fungicide, antiseptic, astringent. You put it on,
Copper care.
yeah, copper care. It's on wounds. It's like an iodine.
All right, he's gonna go pout in the house.
It's dirty, so
Yeah.
I don't mind it leaking a little and stuff, but once it's dirty.
All right, we'll leave him be. He's been treated. Come on, Fernando. Come on. Fernando walked around, so he's got to come back in with the animals. Come on, hurry up.
Okay, forget it. Mark, we're
Quit lollygagging. Hi, Bo. Okay, everybody's waiting for dinner time, so we'll go in, grab their food. You got a little bit something there on the side of your mouth there, Jasper. Morning, Shanzi. And Paula. So Piper's already waiting. Now PD is in there, and we have, why is that, looks like a male.
Yeah, it's a male.
Why is there a male Muscovy?
They sometimes
sitting.
do that because it's comfy.
Okay. All right, in we go. Hang on a second there, Piper. Not yet. We gotta set out your meal. Okay. Don't push on the door. All right, we got all the food ready. Kiana's gonna open the door. Pigs come in. Blackie goes into the right. She has her food. There's Petey, Paula, Shanzy, and the boys. Yeah, you girls come down all the way to the end here. Come on. Paula, look. Paula. Come on. Push them down, Tiana. Push the girls down. Come on, girls. Right here. Don't eat all the boys' food. Here you go. Look. Right there. Chancy. There we go. All right. Usually all 4 of them come in and they tend to migrate over a little better. All right, so the pigs here, they have their food. They get this morning and evening. And it's just an extra little ration to give them a boost. All right, pigs. Oh, Jasper's not done. He's gonna finish the girls' food. Come on, Petey. You getting the morsels? Oh, who's this? Turbo? Yeah. Turbo's gonna come in and clean up. There we go. Hup, hup, hup. Come on, out of there. Come on. Hup. Turbo, out. So somebody else that came in this past week is this little no-name boy here. What are you doing? Don't bite that. So this is a pot-bellied pig. Hey, bud. So we work with Rural Animal Management Services, which is essentially the farm pound. So whenever there is a wayward animal, a farm animal, they do also have cats and dogs, but they kind of, they're more centralized in a rural environment. So this one here had broken out. There's an area just north of our city that is kind of encroaching on farmlands. So as development continues, then of course these guys, if they get out, they're spotted a little more readily than just in the countryside. And he was actually found at a neighboring farm. So he had broken out and he went into a neighboring farm where there were other animals, particularly horses, and he got a little aggressive towards one horse and bit the horse's leg. So usually they can get kind of food aggression. He seems pretty good now.
It was more so they both scared each other, and then they kind of started going after each other because they scared each other.
Yeah. So of course the horses will kick and the pigs will bite. So he is actually off to a new home tomorrow. So we have a list of small farms that are looking for particular animals, and we have a list of those animals. So he will be a pet over at another farm, and he should fit in nicely. So his temperament's pretty good. At least you can go up and pet him, unlike Petey and Piper that are a little more standoffish. Looks like everybody is enjoying themselves after breakfast, relaxing. The boys in particular, Java. And Jasper, you still have, or you have another leaf in your mouth, just hanging on to it. I guess you don't have pockets, so I guess that'll work. Java, what are you doing? Are those flies bugging you? So everybody is hanging out in this area here. What we usually do is put grains out. It's mainly for the birds, so oh, the girls are getting a little frisky here. It's mainly for the pigeons, the ducks, the geese. Hi, Boo. Hi, Boo. This is the one that Tiana raised. So rumen stomach animals, sheep and goats, they shouldn't have a lot of grain. You know, half a cup a day isn't so bad, but you want to try to limit it down because since they are rumen animals, what can happen is they eat too much grain, it expands in their stomach, and it causes a lot of gas, and if they eat too much, it can actually block off their passageway and can be fatal. So this seems to work well. We throw it out on the ground and they pick at it slowly. They can't get a whole bunch of it, but it's kind of a meal of grain over an extended amount of time instead of just eating like a whole bunch of grain at once. So, hey bud, it's Turbo. How you doing, Turbo? Hey. All right, nice sunny day, mid-September. Or almost mid-September, and we know it's going to be getting cold and snowy, so we have to kind of think about that moving forward. You know, unfortunately, we're going to have to start getting ready for the winter months. So our new bird enclosure that we built a little bit ago, we just put in, well, these pears in here that I thought were apples originally, but they're pear-like. And we also put in some DE underneath there in the container. So DE is tough to see, but diatomaceous earth, that or fireplace ashes, and it just gives them an area so that they can bathe, so that they can get rid of any parasites that they have. So we've got the chickens and guineas in here. We've got one rooster, which is Billy the rooster, just because he looks like Billy Idol, a rock star from the 80s. And then over in this area here, we have some of the younger ones and smaller ones. And we've got DE just there on the ground, and they'll clean and bathe as needed. So some of the smaller guineas, which were tiny, have now been getting larger. So they'll remain in this area with access inside for the rest of the year. And then next spring, we'll probably release a good chunk of them out into the yard for our tick control. Fernando, are you still in there? You want to come out? Come on. Come on out. Yeah. He wanders around because he has to try to find some people. So there we go. Now he's in the general populace. Sheldon, what are you doing, buddy? Hey? Oh, are those lambs loud? Are they loud? Hey? Yes, are they loud? So Willow and JJ are two lambs from this year, two bottle babies, now off of the bottle and are foraging. Hey, yes, you're so cute. Yeah, we're not sure what breed they are. They do have, if you look, they've got kind of puffy cheeks on the side. We wanted to say baby doll, but we're not sure. We haven't seen any baby doll lambs. Hey? Yeah. So these two do have their tails, you'll notice, intact. A lot of people don't realize that they are born with full tails, but are cropped off. And they're cropped off due to health concerns, because in a larger herd, it can go unnoticed if there is poop that gets clumped. They eat too much greens. They can get the runs, and of course that just gets all bunged up on the back end, and they can get what's called fly strike, where flies get in there and lay their eggs and nastiness occurs. That should be done within the first week of them being born. It's not really a concern here because you know, we're a smaller farm, we're a lot more hands-on. If there is a concern that we see, we can kind of get in there and clean that out. What are you laughing about? Wah, 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 wah. And then there's Onyx. Onyx also has her tail, don't you? So she was the one that was found on the side of the road last year. So she is, I guess, about 1.5 years old. What are you looking at, Sheldon? You know, sometimes he just stares off into the distance. Don't you, buddy? Oh, oh no, off. Oh, did you eat something wrong or dusty? Oh. Where's Moira? Where's Moira? Is she in the building? Yep, there she is. She's enjoying the sun. Hey, Moira. Wow, you can really notice the difference. Maybe not you, but I walk this walk all the time, and the trees, the tall trees that were up there. But it's good, hey, you know, trimming down the dead and putting in the new. So it'll allow the smaller trees to grow up. Won't be stealing the water from them. So speaking of watering and plants, the garden. So the garden, Tara's kind of now in kind of tear down mode and harvesting the stuff that needs to be harvested. Now this big zucchini plant here, we've got quite a bit of zucchini off of that, but the growing season is pretty much done now. So what's happening is we're harvesting the rest of the tomatoes, getting all those out. We're allowing the few little watermelons that we have to, I don't know, to do what they're gonna do, if they're gonna do much. We don't know if these are a small breed or strain of watermelon, or if they're supposed to be full size, but we're gonna leave them there and see what they do. The cucamelons, you can see how they're all starting to turn brown. We still have some up on the top edges here. We'll need to grab a step stool or something to get those. Even I'm not tall enough for that. And then some of the other items here, you can see there's some brown happening here. So as she clears out this stuff here, she's going to be laying the landscape fabric down and getting ready for next season as well. So tomatoes, you can see they're green here. Our temperatures have been going down. Last night, or this morning when I got up, it was 10 degrees Celsius, so 10 degrees above the freezing point. This one's completely down, and so she has been working on that as well. But lots of tomatoes. Tomatoes are probably the one area that we're just kind of waiting for those ones to come through. And we had a second batch of raspberries that have started to pop up here. So you can see the raspberries are coming in nicely. Lots of red happening, little dots of red all over. So we've been harvesting them off as well. And the tomatoes, so more tomatoes. You can see there's some red ones in there that we'll have to grab and get those all done up. But there's tons of tomatoes. So usually the temperature starts to drop down in September. October 31st, Halloween, usually means if we have snow on that day or after that day, it's going to remain on the ground. So, and this is looks like a pepper, so we'll have to maybe try some of these. There's not a whole lot of peppers that came out of it. There's a few, but you know, I don't mind a spicy pepper from now and again. I'll make a nice salsa. So that is it for another video. Hope you enjoyed it. A little behind the scenes of filming of a TV show. So that was neat to see. It took about 13 hours, I guess it was. 12 hours maybe in total from them coming and then cleaning up and kind of leaving. But it was an experience. So you get a small amount. I think it was $300 they're going to pay us for the use of the house. You know, which, you know, it goes to the animals. You know, we're going to have that, and we've got an account for our farm. And the animals are working for their money, although here there wasn't really. It was Kubota, I guess, that brought in the money for the rest of the animals on this one. He pulled the weight, but he did a great job there. So yeah, again, it'll be exciting to see that episode. It'll be kind of a little weird, and seeing how they put everything all together. So apparently our house they wanted to make it look like 3 different houses. So we have 3 doors. We've got 2, you know, the basement one, and then the second floor in the back. And then, of course, in the front, we've got a door there. So they did different scenes at different angles. And then I guess that's going to be different houses the way it's set up. So that'll be interesting to see. And we'll mention that and where you can view it. I believe it's A&E, the Crime Network, and Super Channel, which I didn't realize Super Channel was even around anymore, but I suppose it is. So that is it for this video. If you haven't given it a thumbs up, please do so. And if you've made it this far in the video, I hope you're subscribed. And don't mind if you share the video as well. We're coming up on 30,000 subscribers, which is kind of exciting, and you know, hitting those milestones. So anyway, until next week, have a wonderful one, and we'll see you then. Bye-bye.